Hello everyone, and welcome to another game of World of Warships. Today's replay, it's me play, and I'm in the Massachusetts. Now I'm on the map Haven, in a 4-point domination game. It's a tier 8 battle, so we're top tier, which is pretty amazing. The enemy team doesn't have radar, the carrier is only tier 6, and there are 4 destroyers per team. And the enemy Shinonome is suicide. I have no idea what's up with this guy. Like, he isn't even trying to smoke to do anything. I mean, not that smoke would be that helpful, because we have a trusty Cleveland here, but you know, he just sailed straight into us and sank. So, I mean, it's possible that he had some sort of connection problem or disconnect or whatever, or it's just entirely possible that he was tired of floating. But you know, good start. Also, we have a destroyer in B and in C, and we have 2 destroyers on the outskirts. It's kind of the ideal thing with 4 destroyers, I would say. So we have scouting on both flanks, and we have destroyers taking both camps. Now the enemy team, on the other hand, well, they lost 1. The Gachamada there was driven away, and they never tried to see. I mean, the Minsk and the Terrible are not very good at camping. And oh look, there are, well, there were planes. So, I mean, I started my fighter and I reinforced that sector, but it was all for nothing. Like, my Cleveland just shredded through those low-tier planes. So, yeah. Now, the enemy team has quite a blob there, but one blob isn't really that helpful for them. Like, they've given up on both flanks, and they don't control any of the caps. Now, of course, what the enemy team would have needed is, since they don't have radar, they definitely needed destroyers to contest those things, right? And I mean, even if you don't have like the best concealment, you could just have a destroyer in there with smoke and try to contest a bit. It was obviously a blow to them that they lost the Shinonoma early on. And I guess the Gachamada don't know where he's going or what he's trying. But he didn't have the, well, he didn't have an awful lot of help at B, I guess. Like, that's also a problem that the enemy team has. They had their cap destroyers at B, but all of the team is more oriented towards C. And I'm basically just sitting here because there's still the Yamagi. If I push in too fast here, or if I pushed in here too much earlier, the Yamagi could have just abused my broadside. Now, of course, there's no guarantee it would hit at this range. And look at that, another enemy destroyer gone. Now, the thing about the deep water torp destroyer is that, well, your deep water torpedoes are obviously no deterrent for another destroyer to charge you. So the Benson played well. He saw that this guy had not an awful lot of support. So the Gachamada tried to hide in smoke, but you know, Benson can just go in there and sink him. Now, if you have regular torpedoes, then you don't want to charge someone into smoke, because when you're proximity detected at 2 kilometers, it's kind of a dice roll if he's going to torp you or not. Torpedoes, dead ahead. But hey. Benson saw the opportunity, went in, and made a good play. And I just absolutely missed that Charles Martel, which is sad. But anyway, I can move up because the Yamagi is no longer in a position to threaten my sides. And now I'm just going to go into better position to shoot those guys. Now our right flank isn't looking so splendid either, and the Colorado is definitely a bit... But I mean, Colorado is a very slow ship. So he definitely should be steaming all the... Like, I mean, he probably wants to use his rear guns too, but in this case he should be full speed ahead north, I think. Because he's just falling way too far behind the friendly fleet. But, I mean, we are only 1 ship ahead, and I'm kind of broadside to this Sinop. Now I'm no longer detected, and then he will be behind this island, so it should be fine. I want to go more to a position somewhere around here, I guess. And then I'll angle against all of those enemies. So I think right now only the Miyoko truly could shoot my broadside. And that's not the most scary thing ever. But I'll start to angle against the enemy team now. Meanwhile, our faithful destroyers are closing in on the A-cap, and the Colorado is still quite a bit behind in a very slow ship there. Now the thing is, while we are actually equal on ships, but we haven't lost destroyers yet, and the enemy lost 2. So basically the only ships that are actually visible for the enemy to shoot are probably, well, myself, maybe the Otago and the Cleveland. The Colorado is too far back. So actually all the enemy fire will concentrate on basically 3 of our ships. Well, I mean, not sure if my division mate there is visible, so So we will see. I mean, that's certainly an awful lot of focus fire that will be coming towards us. Just because there are no other targets there. Now Miyoko is turning there. Let's see if we can catch her. Nice broadside, and we get 3 overpens. Well, at least I have my secondaries, who might just be a bit more successful there. If that Miyoko escapes, it would be truly sad. There is a Le Terrible, which would also make for a decent target, but I think he will go behind an island anyway before I reload. So Miyoko is desperately trying to get close to the island. Will he manage? Can I lob shells over it? Most of shells went into the mountain, but well, we sink him with an overpen. Of course, I didn't expect anything else. So, again, teams are equal on ships actually. So the enemy team still has quite a good chance for a comeback, theoretically. But they're just ignoring the objectives too much. We are now in the process of taking our 4th camp. And they have nothing. And they still haven't pushed into sea. They are still blobbing here behind the point. And they have once again, they've given up all of the... well, I mean, I guess they still have the Yamagi there. Now Ranger is coming in here. My plane is launched. My anti-air is reinforced. And, you know, tier 6 area against a good tier 8 anti-air ship. Didn't even come close. Meanwhile, I miss an Edinburgh completely, so RNG hasn't been too kind to me this game. Now, I don't really want to be charging into all of those ships if I can avoid it, because I could go down rather fast if I have to tank all of them. Then again, there is also Aoba and Edinburgh tropes to worry about. So if I can engage like 2 of them, whilst they stay from the others, that would be fine. So here is the Terrible, and I'm focusing my secondaries. Well, I want to focus my secondaries on her, but my team took care of that, so it's no longer needed. Still have to keep an eye on the Yamagi, so that I don't end up in a crossfire, and we've actually lost vision on the sea camp. The Colorado has almost arrived at the battle, but I mean this mountain will block him from actually shooting the guys in the sea cap, so he can only engage the Yamagi and the Ranger. Although nothing wrong with engaging the Yamagi and the Ranger. And as expected, I'm getting shot from quite a few ships. Well, I mean, there aren't that many ships left, I suppose. So it looks like the enemy battleships are charging in. I'm hoping that this Sinop will show me a bit more broadside. And definitely wanna reverse away from the tier pits, because, you know, tier pits has torps. The Edinburgh and the Oba are not currently in my vision. Like, I can't shoot those guys, but they can't shoot me, so that's good. So I'm mostly just tanking those 2, and probably the Yamagi too, I guess. And they got a decent hit on me. They still have 1 heal left, and there is another fire. Do I want to risk damage cunning 1 fire? I mean, I'm getting low, but the secondary should probably set another one, so... let's just wait. The Tiabits might be actually eating some torps. So I'm trying to aim at the Sinop, because the Sinop is showing me more broadside, although I should probably aim higher there. Sinop is pretty well armed. I should just go for the superstructure, to be honest. Because, you know, that wasn't a very good salvo. He was too angled to go through the sides. So the Sinop is escaping behind the island. Not sure if, like, my Cleveland friend maybe can do something about it. But for now we are going to focus the tier pits. Going for some superstructure shots there, because he is quite angled. And with me reversing, he shouldn't be able to torp me just now. Got a nice fire there. The Atago gets in on the fun. Those are tier pit torps that I should dodge, but I'm getting very low. But this battle is also going to be won very soon. The enemy team now has completely crumbled. And, oh, I'm on fire. With 3000 hit points, no damage con, and a tier pit. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. So here we are with the results. I earned myself 1586 base experience. Not that much experience to go around in this battle. when you look at the numbers. But, it was a short one, it was a fun one, and it once again showed that, capping and taking good positions is actually rather important to win a battle. I got the Fireproof and a Dreadnought because, well, I was saved by the bell, I guess. Got also First Blood and a High Caliber, scoring 143,000 points of damage. And yeah, hope you enjoyed watching this, and I'll see you guys next time.